Welcome back to the World Trade Webcast. Our guest this week is Charles Dittrich, Vice President of Regional Trade Initiatives for the National Foreign Trade Council. We're talking about the policy implications of the midterm elections on the nation's international trade agenda. And today, we're going to talk about the prospect for Congress to give the President trade promotion authority. And the fast-track negotiating authority for trade agreements is the authority of the President of the United States to negotiate international trade agreements. The authority was in effect from 1975 to 1994 and again from 2002 to 2007, but it expired for new agreements in July of 2007. And in 2012, the Obama administration began seeking renewal of the authority, but that effort seems to have stalled. Chuck, trade promotion authority seems like an important bipartisan issue. Do you think it will move forward, or is it likely to languish on the back burner for the remainder of the Obama administration?
Well, I think we can't take anything for granted, and the fact is that all hands are on deck in the business community and those that care about this economy to make sure that all of the information is in the hands of Congress so they can make an informed decision. I firmly believe that they're going to make the right decision and that they'll delegate the authority that the Constitution gives them, as they have in the past, to the administration to work in partnership with them to negotiate good agreements, to negotiate agreements that open new markets, that enforce the rules of the road, and that allow Congress to be a partner with the President in forging a good trade policy for the United States. My boss here at the National Foreign Trade Council, he refers to it as the grand bargain. It's not a contract; it's a partnership, and it's how you understand that. Because unless the spirit of that bargain or that partnership remains intact, no matter what the legislation says, we're going to have problems. But hopefully we'll get through this. And one of the things that's really important is to have an agreement at stake that they'll focus on getting trade promotion authority in when it has a trade agreement to consider. And the next one up that we're waiting for is to get the Trans-Pacific Partnership, the TPP, closed and to be able to send it up to Congress. So I think they'll get it through when they need to.
And let's talk a little bit historically about why trade promotion authority is important as a negotiating tool, and in order to actually get these agreements far enough along, as you said, so that Congress can consider them.
Every nation is different as far as how they draft and consider their international agreements. And the United States, it's based on our Constitution. The Constitution gives that power to Congress, directly through the power to levy taxes, and that's what a trade agreement at its heart does. Is it removes tariffs. So the Congress has a big role to play, but from a practical standpoint, it needs to be the President and his delegating the trade experts at the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative and others in major departments of the U.S. government to negotiate the best deal possible, and then to take that to Congress and not have each member of Congress sort of dissect it and take it apart. What the gist of this agreement is, or this delegation of authority, is that they tell the President, we trust you. And whatever deal you bring to us, we're going to vote it up or down and not take it apart. And all of our trading partners need to have that level of confidence that it's not going to be renegotiated a second time by Congress.
I think that's a really good point. And we're out of time today, but tomorrow, which is the last day of our discussion with you, I'd like to return to this discussion of free trade agreements in general and their importance to the U.S. economy.
Great, thank you.
Please join us tomorrow as we continue our discussion with Chuck on the implications of the midterm elections on the nation's trade policy agenda. For our latest schedule of upcoming webcasts, please subscribe to us with any of the links below and bookmark this page. All of our previous webcasts can be found right here at thinkglobal.com/webcast. and thanks for watching.